about to kick off. Thursday night, a Trophy Cup heat race is underway. Heat race number 1 comes to the line and we're green. Good start for Jesse Schlappelt. He'll lead the field into turn number 1. Roll through the hook and ladder ruts in turn 1 and shoot down the backstretch and lead him. Oh, we got one nearly around Colton Heath off the pace and into the infield in the 33 car. We stay green. Look at the battle for the second spot. Nick Parker to the inside and Ryan Rocha. Heath stops down the middle of the backstretch of the infield. Battle for second. Nick Parker slides across the nose. Rocha cuts underneath him and takes the spot. Yellow gonna fly for the car parked behind the scoreboard. I believe 10. The Grinders Automotive 21 gonna bring us back to green. Good restart for Schlotty and Ryan Rocha. Rocha pulls away. Here comes Tanner Carrick battling for third. Ryan Bernal on the move. 3-car battle for third down the backstretch. Holmes into the wall. Your quick time driver into the infield. No, the yellow gonna fly. Jesse Schlappelt, Ryan Rocha, Nick Parker, your top 3, and we're back underway. Good restart for Schlotty again, and once again, Nick Parker loses a little bit of ground to Ryan Rocha. Ryan Bernal all over Tanner Carrick for the 4th spot down the backstretch. Last time by, it was a great battle for third, but things spacing out as Bernal goes to the high side going after Tanner Carrick for 4th in turn 4. Robbie Price has picked up a spot. He shoots past Cole Schroeder. Price started deeper in the pack, started 7th. Right now the battle for second good though. Nick Parker rolling the bottom. Ryan Rocha hanging on to the high side. Parker in the 15, Rocha in the black and red 5R. Meanwhile, Jesse Schlappelt is gone. Schlotty's so fast here a couple of weeks ago. Halfway home, 4 down, 4 to go, and Rocha way up high, and here comes Nick Parker once again. Parker clicking at his heels into turn number 1, slides across the nose. Rocha cuts underneath, and Ryan Rocha takes the slot back, but Nick Parker is all over Ryan Rocha for second. Tanner Carrick, bird dog in the bottom, making his way to the back bumper of Nick Parker for third. Keep an eye on Tanner Carrick in the 83. Carrick's right there, a car length back of Nick Parker down the backstretch. Jesse Schlappelt is hammering the field, a straightaway ahead in the 21. The battle for second is really picking up. Rocha hanging on, but he's got Nick Parker and Tanner Carrick caught in tow, and here comes Carrick for third down the backstretch. Give third to Tanner Carrick by a nose. Nope. Parker hangs on and slams the door shut into turn number 3. Now Ryan Bernal closing in on Tanner Carrick for the 5th spot, or for 4th. Jesse Schlappelt will go to 2 cameras, and there goes Bernal, but Carrick takes it right back. Schlotty wins the heat race. Ryan Rocha comes home in 2nd. Nick Parker 3rd, Carrick 4th, and Bernal 5th. Picking up there, Jesse Schlappelt. Big win. So 10th place goes to the 33 of Colton Heath, 9th to the 21 of Tanner Holmes, 8th to the 17 C of Chase Getz, 7th to the 3 of Cole Schroeder, 6th goes to the 21P of Robbie Price, 5th to the 73 of Ryan Bernal.
The New Zealand stud over there, the success he's had over there the last couple years. And we'll see if that one stays green. In the 1 and 2, Joel Myers Jr., Dominic Gordon, who has a flat right rear tire. And the yellow flag is going to come out of Riverdale, California, from the Central Valley. 8 laps of distance. Heat race 2 is green. Ashton Torgerson once again gets the early lead ahead of Dunkirk, and check out DJ Netto driving by Sean Becker. Move your North Point leader up into position at number 3. Joel Myers Jr. now tries to rocket to the outside of Becker as well down the front straightaway. And a 1 and 2 close racing between Becker and Joel Myers. Give Myers the spot. Austin Wood now all over Sean Becker down the back straightaway. Into turn 3, Becker closing back up on Joel Myers Jr. now down the front straightaway. They'll go wheel to wheel, side by side for the 4th spot. Give it back to Becker. Myers trying the diamond maneuver. He'll now take that spot right back. Up ahead of them, Netto all over Grant Dunkirken. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 with 3 laps down. Netto makes the pass. Dunkirken says not so fast, however. He'll drive back to the inside of the Netto Agriculture 88 in. Ashton Torgerson this time by 4 laps down and 4 to go. Netto wound up again, another bid for the 2nd spot, drives in front of Dunkirk, and they make contact, and Grant Dunkirk is upside down. Red flag is going to wave. Grant Dunkirk and DJ Neto fighting tooth and nail for the runner-up spot. Results in the 67 getting upside down in turn 2. Have to see if there's any damage to the 88 and a DJ Neto as well. Neto parked over there in the third corner. Good news, driver is okay. Climbing out of the 67 is Grant Dunkirk. Den Torgerson brings us back to the green. Oh, Torgerson hit that big bump there in turn number 1. Luckily he saves it, and Sean Becker is sideways and now on his side. Tyler Thompson caught up in that as well, and that was mayhem and calamity as Sean Becker ends up on his side to bring out the red flag. Still on lap number 4. Had nose wing damage, at least for Tyler Thompson in the 10. So you saw Tanner Holmes fast time in Flight A qualifying have issues, and now Thompson in Flight B was fast time. He's having issues.
Survival of the fittest.
That's Trophy Cup.
It is. Ashton Torgerson.
Torgerson is on it. We're green. Joel Myers Jr. taking a peek on the inside of DJ Neto. Nothing happening there, although Myers does close up entering turn number 3. Everyone trying to get woed up in 3 and 4. We have Tyler Thompson sideways again in 3 and 4, and that will draw the yellow flag. Caution flag comes back on for the 10 car of Tyler Thompson. 10R scored officially. Is back out. Oh, Neto going to go upstairs that time and try to get a run off of turn number 2. Here comes DJ Neto all over your leader. And at turn number 3 they go. Everyone once again trying to get woed up and hit the bottom side through 3 and 4. As we complete lap number 5, Neto once again drives it deep upstairs, cuts down all over Torgerson for the lead. And at turn number 3, it is Torgerson over Neto and Joel Myers Jr., then Austin Wood. 6 laps down and 2 to go. Austin Wood took a peek to the inside of Joel Myers Jr. Nothing happening there, however. He'll tuck back into position number 4. This time by, white flag is going to wave for Torgerson. Jet Barnes has issues in turn 4, though, and we're going to go yellow. This one is not over. Clayton Snow Racing 7 of Jet Barnes. Entering the restart zone, and we're back underway. Once again, Neto drives upstairs deep through 1 and 2, has a run on Torgerson down the back straightaway. DJ Neto looking to make it happen on the final lap. He'll protect the lane down low, and DJ Neto will win the heat race. Ashton Torgerson, Joel Myers Jr., Austin Wood, and Jet Barnes back to the top 5. El Tulare, California, make some noise for DJ Neto. Last lap heroics. Doesn't matter how that front wing looks. He drove that thing deep through 1 and 2 and made the high side pass. He'll win the heat race and going to get several bonus.
So here, 8 laps. Points the name of the game. Finishing points plus 2 spots per advanced position from this green flag. We're underway. Good start for Greg DeCaris. He'll shoot into the second spot. Tim Kading on the move. Oh, they come together nearly touching for second. Cole Donnell takes second, Kading to third. Macri running away. And good battle for that 4th spot. Gage Garcia on the move in the 2K. 10, Kading going after Cole Donnell in the 5 spot on the bottom of the racetrack. Donnell holding him off. Donnell from Visalia about 10 minutes up the road. TK, the 3-time Trophy Cup champion, 360 winner here a couple of weeks ago. Following Donnell into turn 1, and Levi Klatnow on the move. Yellow got one around in turn number 4. Levi 31. Green at the chalk stripe, and we're back underway. Macri goes right back to the high side where he's oh so comfortable. Donnell shoots up the racetrack, and here comes Tim Kading. Kading right back to the back bumper, down the backstretch to the inside, battling for second. TK shows the nose. Tim Kading into the 2nd spot, the 3-time Trophy Cup champion picking up points. Cole Donnell battles right back to the inside though. Donnell hangs there, Greg DeCaris sits in 4th, and here comes Gage Garcia, battle for 4th off of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Garcia's closing, he rolls the bottom, hangs that Monarch Ford 2K car right on the bottom, and starting to rope in Greg DeCaris. DeCaris goes to the bottom and slips up the racetrack, and here comes Garcia in turn 2. Battle for 4th. Oh boy, DeCaris gets the door slammed on Gage Garcia. 3 laps remaining. Tim Kading staying in tow. We got a yellow, got one around. Levi Kuntz around once again in turn number 4, bringing out the yellow flag. Green-white checker coming, and Macri brings us back to green. Can Tim Kading, the 3-time Trophy Cup champion, steal the throne from Anthony Macri here in Heat 2A? Good battle for 4th, side by side for 4th. Move Gage Garcia into the 4th spot into turn 3. DeCaris right there. He'll go way up high, but Garcia takes a spot off of turn 4. A pair of laps remaining, and Garcia and DeCaris having a heck of a show. For the 4th spot as white flag flies this time by for the Concrete King, Anthony Macri. Gage Garcia trying to close in on Cole Donnell, but the hourglass running empty with the final lap underway. This time off of turn number 4, Anthony Macri going to pick up Heat Race 2A. Race 2A finish looks like this. 29K, Levi Kuntz 10th, 9th to 15H, Pat Harvey Jr., 8th to 42X, Justin Cox, 7th to 38N, Kyle Rasmussen, 6th goes to F1, Levi Klatt, 5th to 94, Greg DeCaris to 5th, 4th to the 2K of Gage Garcia, 3rd to the 5 of Colton Nell, 2nd to the 0 of Tim Kading, and winning Heat Race number 2A. How about a round of applause for the native of Dillsburg, Pennsylvania, the Concrete King, Anthony Macri.
Corbin Ruschenberg and the All-Star champion, Caleb Henry, lead us down the green. Interesting start off turn number 4. Racing into turn number 1, Caleb Henry throws it in deep. He'll get around the 26R of Ruschenberg, who returns the favor, and there will be no starts on that one. 83 SA going to be Dr. Rowe for starting early. Gardner 3 wide on that start attempt, didn't think it was going to go. So X1 Chance Grasty will now move up to the front row. So Corbin Ruschenberg and Chance Grasty, your new front row. Then Trey Starks, Caleb Henry, Shane Golovic, Caleb Montgomery, Jace Park, Spencer Baston, and Destry Miller. Eight laps of distance. Ruschenberg and Fast Chance now going to lead us down. Good launch off the bottom for the 26R of Ruschenberg, who goes a bit wide. Here comes Grassi to his inside. However, Ruschenberg doing that diamond maneuver. He will lead, but yellow is going to wave. Thought Ruschenberg had a good start from the bottom. We'll see. So 26R deemed to have started too early on that one. He'll be Dr. Rowe. And X1. Grasty will be on the pole now alongside 55 of Trey Starks. Again, Doug Lockwood on the Receiver Communication Radio advising the front row side by side at the chalk stripe in turn 4. So Chance Grasty and the Dirt Cup champion this year, Trey Starks. Let's hope they'll be side by side. That looks good. Green is out. And turn 1, Grasty leads. However, Trey Starks with a rocket ship off turn number 2. He'll put the 55 up front. Side by side between Montgomery, Ruschenberg, also side by side with Baston, who gets sideways and gets tagged by Destry Miller, who had nowhere to go, and the yellow is going to wave. Caution flag is going to wave. 55 DT of Destry at the chalk stripe off corner number 4. Let's see if Starks gets that run upstairs. Not so much that time as Chance Grasty leads. Caleb Montgomery goes 2 for 1. He'll get by Ruschenberg, and here comes Trey Starks for the lead in turn number 4. Lap 1 led by Starks. Grasty tries to battle back on the inside. Through 1 and 2, Trey Starks keeps his foot in it, and he'll be your leader. Chance Grasty in second, then Shane Golobic and Caleb Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery now sideways, and that'll draw a yellow. Caution flag waves for Chance Grasty, quick little peek on the inside, better drive upstairs though. Starks will yard the field down the back straightaway. Shane Golobic has a run now on second place. Chance Grasty into turn one. Here comes Golobic. Grasty going to try that diamond maneuver, and he'll take back the runner-up position. X1 17W going at it for P2. Here comes Golobic, another run down on the bottom. He'll now overtake Grasty. Move the three-time Trophy Cup champion up into the second spot. Always smooth and calculated for Shane Golobic here at the Trophy Cup. 4 laps down this time by for Trey Starks. His lead 1.3 seconds over Shane Golobic. Then Chance Grasty third, Caleb Henry fourth, and Jace Parkin fifth. Corbin Ruchenberg, Destry Miller, Spencer Baston. Last time by, second place car Shane Golobic turned the fastest lap of the race. Caleb Henry took a look on third running Chance Grasty. Better drive though for the X1. 6 laps down, 2 to go. Jace Park now all over Caleb Henry. And to turn one, the Clayton Snow Racing 17 dips down low. Henry returns the favor off turn number 2 though. White flag is going to wave this time by for Trey Starks. TNC Concepts, Rudine Racing, Starks Racing, AL Driveline. All backing the 55 of Trey Starks to the win here in heat race number 2B. Shane Golobic second, Chance Grasty third, Caleb Henry, and Jace Park your top 5. Well, he's been one of the top drivers on the West Coast the last few years. How about it for 55? Trey Starks, the winner of heat race 2B. Shane Golobic came home second, Chance Grasty was third, Caleb Henry fourth, and Jace Park fifth. 6 through 9.
Out of Benton, Arkansas, Cody Gardner. Bring us to the green off of turn number 4. Heat number 3A is underway. Good start there for Cody Key. Keep an eye on Max Mitry. Oh, hang on, Dustin Friedison and Max Mitry on the move. Buy one, get one free. BOGO in turn 2. Mitry going to lead him down off of turn number 4. Max Mitry will lead lap number 1, and he is bringing Colby Copeland with him. Oh, we got one off the pace. Right rear down for the 6 of Cody Gardner. Yellow. Cody Gardner, tough. All right, here we go. Max Mitry, Colby Copeland, Dustin Friedis, Cody Key. Seth Stanley bring us back to green, your top 5. Colby Copeland started 6th, the biggest mover we've seen thus far, trying to get to that top spot. We'll see what he can do. He's hanging with Mitry through 1 and 2. Seth Stanley starting to close in on Cody Key for the 4th spot in turn number 4. Oh, they make contact off of turn number 4. Stanley picks up the spot, but they make contact, and here comes Landon Brooks. Brooks threading the needle. He'll try to pick pair off down the backstretch. Landon Brooks into the 4th spot from 8. So Landon Brooks racking up some bonus points there. Cody Key and Seth Stanley stay side by side, battling for the 5th spot. Race for the lead, still a good one though, as the battle for 5th picks up again. Off of turn number 4, Landon Brooks right on the back bumper of Dustin Friedis for 3rd. He'll go to the inside. Landon Brooks slides across the nose. Friedis comes underneath and battling for 3rd in turn number 2. Landon Brooks on the move from 8th, trying to get into the podium here in heat race 3A or heat 5. Brooks the fastest car in this heat race. The Bates Hamilton Motorsports 21. Following Friedis, had been working the bottom and really closing in. We'll see what he can do here as laps winding down. A pair to go, and lap traffic right in front of your leader, Max Mitry. Landon Brooks was on the back bumper a couple of laps ago of Dustin Friedis, but he's since pulled away. White flag flying, 1 to go for Max Mitry. Mitri, an impressive run. Red got one upside down in turn number 2. Seth Stanley, the 25S car around, or upside down at a 5D around of Connor Donnell. Not sure if he spun to avoid, but that's the 25 of Seth Stanley. Upside down in turn 1. Here we go, we're back to green. Good restart from Max Mitri. Justin Freitas going after Colby Copeland for second. Freitas has it, Copeland takes it right back though. White or checkered flag, here we go. Max Mitri gonna pick up the heat race win. Oh boy, Landon Brooks, hang on. Cody Key. Merry Christmas, Cody Key. Around goes Freitas. Brooks does not lose a spot. He temporarily had the spot, so you're finished.
In the micros, does it well in the midgets and the sprint cars as well. Underway. Bud Katie trying to make a move on the inside. They go 3 wide momentarily into turn 1. Give the lead to Cato. Andriotti drives back around Bud Katie though. And here comes Levi Hillier joining the mix. Into 3 and 4, who's going to lead lap number 1? It's going to be Tyler Cato. Bud Katie back around Jake Andriotti for the second spot. Andriotti battles back to the inside, can't make it stick though. Bud Katie second, now reeling in your leader, Tyler Cato. Into 3 and 4, here comes the multi-time Silver Crown champion, Bud Katie. Through 1 and 2. Katie uses that diamond maneuver, big run on Cato into turn number 3. Bud Katie, your new leader. Move the Alviso Rock, Katie Performance 29 up front. Cato says not so fast though. Into turn number 1, Tyler Cato led that lap. Bud Kading right back around the outside though, and Bud Kading back up front. He'll lead Cato, Andriotti, Levi Hillier, and Dominic Scelzi. Cato sideways now. Levi Hillier nowhere to go. He does a 360, now gets into Joey Ancona. Levi Hillier keeps going, and Ancona comes to a stop. L38 car Tyler Cato losing the handle, coming off of turn number 4. Everyone else trying to avoid him. Joey Ancona, another chain reaction deal as he comes to a stop in turn 4. Joey is out of the 88 car. Putting his arms up over there in the 4th corner. Oh, car upside down in turn 4. Missed that one. Tyler Cato, 38, steering wheel already flung out of it. Possibly making contact with the big white tire down there in turn number 4. There's a good tight shot of the... Bud Katie back out to the lead. Dylan Bloomfield, big run. He'll pass Dominic Scelzi. May go 2 for 1 around the outside of the 26 Levi Hillier. 4 laps down for Tyler Cato. Into turn 1, that is Dominic Scelzi getting back by Levi Hillier. Dylan Bloomfield, though, up in a position at number 3. Caden Steele looking to make up a spot to the inside of Levi Hillier. They'll go wheel to wheel off turn number 2. Hillier fends them off. This time by 6 down, 2 to go. Bud Kading a 2.1 second lead over Jake Andriotti. Dylan Bloomfield continuing his march forward. He is all over Andriotti. This time by white flag waves, keeping our eye on the battle for second. Andriotti trying to fend off Bloomfield. Back up front, your leader, the Alviso Rock Hi-Fi Pizza, 29 of Bud Kading. Off of turn number 4, give the final heat race to Kading. Jake Andriotti second. Dylan Bloomfield, Dominic Scelzi, and Levi Hillier are the top 5. Well, that will finish off heat race. Caden Steele going to lead us down.
Here we go. Caden Steele, an ARC winner here this year. Austin Wood, the SEC points leader, brings us to green.
And in turn one, Austin Wood down low. Caden Steele bouncing in big time in 1 and 2, and somehow he continues on though.
Caden Steele, hang on. Tame and the Buck and Bronco. Side by side for the final transfer. Macri shoots up the racetrack. Oh boy! Things getting tight. Hang on, Chance Grasty.
That was as close as it could get between Macri and Chance Grasty. Everyone, however, stays clean and green. We got side-by-side racing all throughout the field.
Boy, this is deep. Obviously, points on the line. Battle for third. Justin Cox slides down to the inside. Move him to third. Slider across the nose of Caden Steele.
Down the back straightaway, here comes Steele right back to the inside of Justin Cox. He'll move back into the third spot. He'll slide up, try to take the lane away.
Right now, the battle for third is darn good between Caden Steele, Justin Cox, and here comes Tanner Holmes. Holmes into the mix, now to the back bumper.
Yeah, big run for Tanner Holmes. He will slice his way to the inside of Justin Cox. However, yellow's going to wave. That Kayla Montgomery?
Kayla Montgomery,
right there in front of us. Bet against them. They give us one of the tip-top shape surfaces in all of California. And it looks like we are set to go back green. Austin Wood once again sets the pace, 3 laps down and 17 to go. Justin Cox took a peek to the inside of Caden Steele, couldn't make anything happen there. Steele maintains third and Cox fourth.
Right now, the Concrete King, Anthony Macri, on the hot seat. And boy, here comes Tanner Holmes. Holmes down to the inside of Justin Cox for fourth.
And we talked about it, Blake, how he put it to him during the NARC race here a couple weeks ago. However, he's under the clutches of Anthony Macri, who makes the pass in turn 3, though.
Boy, it's starting to widen out. You're starting to move around the racetrack and see guys come to life. Jake Andriotti, one of them is Tanner Holmes and Anthony Macri duking it out.
Good battle there. Up front, Spencer Baston just turned the fastest lap of the B main. He is second, trying to reel in your leader, Austin Wood.
15-year-old Austin Wood setting the pace. Spencer Baston has been oh so close to Tulare Thunderbowl Raceway victory lane this year, and now trying to stay alive here through the B main. Top 3 really want to race. Chance Grasty coming together. Oh boy, what upside down.
Yep, you were right on it, Blake. Chance Grasty and
Austin Wood brings us back to green.
And Jake Andriotti has that final transfer. However, Ashton Torgerson makes the move by, and he will take it over, but Andriotti right back after him.
And Joel Myers Jr. as well. He'll go to the inside, looking to go 3 wide for the final transfer. Andriotti closes the door, but Torgerson takes the spot. Here comes Tanner Carrick, 5-car battle. Look at Sean Becker out of the sea.
Man, Sean Becker making moves in the 7B to the inside of Tanner Carrick. They'll go wheel to wheel. Almost too much action to keep up with. Joel Myers makes the pass to Jake Andriotti.
Man, things getting good here in the B main. The track certainly starting to widen out as Justin Cox going after a spot there. Caden Steele has it. Cox takes it in turn number 4. Excuse me, that's Tanner Holmes.
Yeah, nice move by Justin Cox right now. The 0-2 Torgerson has the final transfer spot behind him. Joel Myers and Sean Becker up into 8th now.
Becker on the move. Oh boy! Cox and Holmes getting after it for the 4th spot in turn number 4. Best race on the track right now.
And this is just the B main right now, Blake. Justin Cox back to the inside of Holmes. However, Holmes returns the favor off turn number 2.
Tanner, yeah, they're just battling for their starting spot in the A main right now, GT.
Man, fantastic stuff. 6th spot, still Ashton Torgerson. Joel Myers going to try and reel him in. He's quite some ways back, however, here on lap number 11.
Things getting hairy here as boy, Levi Hillier and Jake Andriotti nearly come together, battling for about 10th as the top 6 starting to widen out a little bit.
Sean Becker ever so slightly closing in on the 19 of Joel Myers Jr. Good run through 1 and 2 for the Shark coming after the 19.
And they're both closing in on Ashton Torgerson for the final transfer spot. Becker last time was half a second back. We'll see what it is this time by 0.2 of a second. And battle for the lead. Spencer Baston to the top spot through lap traffic, and here comes the 121 at Caden Steele.
Man, yeah, Baston got a huge launch off the bottom side to rocket by the 2A. back to the 7B now on Flow Racing, and Becker still running in position at number 8 here on lap number 14.
Lap traffic is thick for your leader, Spencer Maston, working his way through it. Austin Wood, the very impressive 15-year-old, following suit.
Into turn number 1, Joel Myers Jr. not far behind the 0-2 now. Battle for the transfer spot, maybe heating up with going to be 4 laps to go.
Boy, this track really widening out, GT. We talked about it before, and boy, the high side right on the fence is Spencer Maston really starting to settle in through thick lap traffic.
Yeah, right now the Thunderbowl is in pristine condition. Joel Myers had gotten side by side with Torgerson, however got out of shape. Here comes Sean Becker all over him.
3 laps to go for Spencer Maston. Maston, Wood, Steele, Holmes, Cox, Torgerson, your top 6.
And once again, Joel Myers was all over the 0-2. That time by for Baston. There's going to be 2 to go. Joel Myers again not far behind the 0-2 of Torgerson.
Time starting to run out. Battle for the final transfer into turn number 1. Joel Myers Jr. down to the inside, side by side with Ashton Torgerson down the backstretch. Final transfer into turn 3.
Wheel to wheel, give the spot to Joel Myers. Can Torgerson come back? And here comes Sean Becker as well.
Sean Becker down to the inside. 1 lap to go. Becker to 7th but time running out.
Off turn number 4, Blake looks like Spencer Baston is going to win the B main over Austin Wood. Then Caden Steele, Tanner Holmes, Justin Cox, final transfer. Who's going to get it? Joel Myers Jr. with some late race heroics. Talked about it last. Down the front straightaway, green flag is out on this opening night of the Trophy Cup. Give the lead to Bloomfield, but check out TK.
TK on the move from 4th, winner here a couple of weeks ago. He's right there. Tim Kading get a challenge still in Bloomfield. Bloomfield leads lap 1.
Well, once again, we got rush hour traffic, Blake, all throughout this field. Again, the high point driver, DJ Neto, started from position number 12.
Points the name of the game, and right now Dylan Bloomfield leading the way with 2 in the books and 28 to go, but Tim Kading is hot in tow. Kading closing the gap. Mariah Eade having a phenomenal run in 3rd.
There goes Dominic Selzy diving in the inside of Max Mitry, looking to make the pass. Mitry drives right back around the Dominator, however, with Shane Golovic behind them.
Shane Golovic, the 3-time Trophy Cup champion, going to the higher side and now trying to rope in Dominic Selzy as Trey Starks going after Max Mitry for a spot. He and Golovic started in row 4 together.
Well, your top 2 starting to break away from the rest of the field. Again, both of those cars were on the podium here a couple weeks ago in SCCT competition, 4 laps down.
Shane Golovic, oh boy, there goes Jace Park, move him up a spot. Park shoots to a 3rd spot, past Mariah Eade.
Yeah, good run there for the Clayton Snow Racing. 17 of Jace Park up in a 3rd, right behind Mariah Eade. Here comes Gage Garcia.
Mariah Eade lost the handle on the 14 there, gathers it back up. She and Gage Garcia side by side. Garcia has the spot in the Brent Keller Motorsports 2K.
Well, this time by, we're going to have 6 laps in the record books. The gap between 1st and 2nd is just under 1 second. Now Max Mitry looking to challenge Mariah Eade.
Mariah works the bottom as Mitry up on the high side, banging off the boards. He'll take the spot.
Well, lap traffic is approaching. It is there for your leader, Dylan Bloomfield. Can Tim Kading take advantage? He's got 1 slower car between himself and the leader.
Bloomfield's advantage last time by was 0.8 of a second. Here comes TK on the high side. Tim Kading on the move.
Tim Kading right there with your leader into 1 and 2. TK dives down low. Nothing happening there. Bloomfield able to fend him off.
Tim Kading lurking in the background here at the Thunderbowl. Things you've seen so many times through the years. Dylan Bloomfield has thick lap traffic in front of him, and we're at lap number 9.
Yeah, Bloomfield took an evasive move there to get to the inside of Justin Cox, who tries to race him back down the back straightaway. Cox unlaps himself momentarily. Can Tim Kading close the gap even more?
Oh boy, thick lap traffic behind him. Jace Park making big moves now. Jace Park trying to rope them back in as Dylan Bloomfield is finding some momentum and pulling away in lap traffic, Gary Thomas.
Man, and you called it. Jace Park trying to reel in your top 2 as they race through lap traffic down to lap number 11.
Boy, Bloomfield just getting no relief. As soon as he gets past the next lap car, the next one's right there, right on his nose. And TK not really able to capitalize though. Bloomfield keeping his lead steady at 10 car lengths.
And this is one of the more physically demanding tracks out here in California. A couple weeks ago, we saw 30 nonstop. Right now, we are 12 laps clean and green.
Closing on halfway, and Dylan Bloomfield is setting the pace. Tim Kading now has a clean track and a clean look at it. Bloomfield caught in lap traffic, and Tim Kading closing the gap quickly.
13 laps down, Kading within half a second of the 33 car, Dylan Bloomfield, who has to pick his spots wisely.
Boy, Bloomfield got pinned behind a pair of lap cars battling right in front of him and kind of closed the gap, and got once again happens. Kading closing in. Tim Kading lurking right behind Dylan Bloomfield, and now takes a look to the inside, nearly side by side.
Yeah, Bloomfield had to get to the binders there momentarily. Tim Kading all over him. Now Bloomfield has gathered himself, and this time by will be halfway home.
Chase Park is lurking right behind them through thick lap traffic. Oh, got one off the pace. The 10, Tyler Thompson off the pace, and got one upside down. Jesse Schlattfeld. So Thompson might not be off the pace. The red might have been called.
Good point. We both missed the 21S upside down over there in 1 and 2, and we talked about the tough luck a few weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, Blake. And Thunderbowl Fire and Safety Team is quickly on the scene once again as we see red here on lap 14.
Boy, Dylan Bloomfield probably happy to get a little bit of a reprieve from.
Well, quickly, lights out, ready for a single file restart. The Oakley Outlaw, Dylan Bloomfield, will set the pace in between turns 3 and 4. We're back underway.
Good restart there for Dylan Bloomfield. He'll run away on the high side, but oh boy, look at Tim Kading right there. Chase Park moving, and there goes Gage Garcia to fourth. He and Max Mitry duking it out.
Yeah, good battle between the 2K and the 2XM. Dominic Selzy to the inside of his good buddy Trey Starks now.
Boy, Starks coming to life. He'll go bouncing, and there's Shane Golovic. We talked about Golovic slipping back. Well, Shane heard us and said, not so fast, my friend. Lee Corso style.
Well, Max Mitry and Gage Garcia, they continue their torrid battle. Mitry made the pass, however, Garcia back to him. And through 1 and 2, there's Mitry right back.
Boy, talk about the tail of two corners there. Diamond it off, slide up to the high side. Things getting fun for fourth. And that's enabling Dominic Selzy and Trey Starks to start to close in. And Tim Kading keeping Dylan Bloomfield well within striking distance with lap traffic still about a straightaway ahead. Joel Myers Jr. off the pace in turn number 4.
See if Joel can get to the infield. Looks like he
waiting for the
cannot.
yellow.
Well, caution flag waves for the Hayward Motorsports night.
Good restart for Tim Kading. He's going to be right there into turn number 1. Kading goes to the bottom, slide shot for the lead. Bloomfield's got to run, but TK side by side, and TK leads him into turn 3.
Well, your Trophy Cup tune-up winner is back up front. Here comes Dylan Bloomfield to the inside. Can't make it happen. New leader on lap 18. It's Tim Kading.
What a restart for TK. Wow. You talked about the TK magic at Tulare, and he drums them up right there to get to the top spot.
Man, Gage Garcia, Max Mitchell still going at it. Gage Garcia is going to go 2 for 1 to the inside of Chase Park.
What a run for Gage Garcia, and bringing Max Mitry with him. Now Shane Golovic rolling the bottom, coming to life. This big move by Chase Park on the right across the nose of Gage Garcia.
Man, those are some great shots right now on Flow Racing. Oh, Chase Park big time sideways. That bogs everyone else down, but we stay clean and green.
Things bogging up back behind him. There goes Trey Starks. He'll pick up a spot past Dominic Selzy. Landon Brooks on the move, coming as well in the 21L.
Yeah, Brooks in position, number 9 right now, right behind Golovic. Now Golovic to the inside of Dominic Selzy for position.
Shane Golovic doing Shane Golovic things. As TK and Dylan Bloomfield are about a straightaway ahead of third place running Gage Garcia. They're in their own zip code.
Well, we talked about it. Both those drivers on the podium 2 weeks ago at that tune-up race. They have continued their speed as Bloomfield reels them back in.
Bloomfield not letting TK run away. Lap traffic just in front of your leader, Tim Kading, but the advantage he has right now, a lot of those lap cars on the bottom, and he's up on the fence.
Man, Dylan Bloomfield on the ragged edge through 1 and 2. As you said, lap traffic is coming. Can Bloomfield take advantage now?
Last time it was 6.67 or 0.667. Same, identical this time by.
Down the back straight, 1 lap car between himself and Dylan Bloomfield. And this time by Blake, there's going to be 5 laps to go.
5 to go for Tim Kading. Can he go back-to-back in 360 main events here at Tulare? Dylan Bloomfield keeping him close, though. 5 car lengths down the backstretch.
And yeah, Bloomfield, like we talked about, he has given that 33D everything he has in his pursuit of the 3-time Trophy Cup champion.
He took about a 1/10 of a second off there, and another 2 car lengths off of turn number 2. Down the backstretch, Dylan Bloomfield is lurking, but it's one thing to get to him, Gary Thomas. It's another thing to get by Tim Kading.
Tim Kading, the all-time GOAT here at Thunderbowl Raceway with 27 down. He's 3 laps away from another victory, but once again, Dylan Bloomfield wheeling and dealing.
$7,500 to win and the points. TK goes to the bottom. Bloomfield rips the top. Dylan Bloomfield closing right back in with the pair to go.
Yeah, that time by 2 laps to go at the line, 4/10 of a second. Dylan Bloomfield is right there on the back bumper of Tim Kading.
And TK goes low again. Bloomfield might get to the lead. A lap car right in front of your leader, Tim Kading, and that might play to the advantage of Dylan Bloomfield. White flag flying, 1 to go.
Final trip around, Blake Anderson, bring us home.
TK goes to the bottom. Dylan Bloomfield up on the high side. Battle down the backstretch for the lead. Side by side nearly into turns 3 and 4. Lap car right in front of your leaders. TK on the bottom. They come together off of turn number 4. Oh my gosh, red flag flying. Wow. Tim Kading and Dylan Bloomfield battling in lap traffic with the lap car right in front of Bloomfield with nowhere to go. They come together. And a chat with Gary Thomas on the podium. Tim Kading takes him high. And we're back to green. Great restart for Gage Garcia. He's right there. What's it going to be? TK goes to the high side. Garcia down to the bottom. Slide job for the lead. TK cuts underneath him. Good run for Tim Kading. Where does he go? He'll go back to the bottom. Garcia rolls to the bottom and right there, but off of turn number 4. Tim Kading will win night number 1 of the Trophy Cup. And we got chaos and trouble in turn number 4. It looks like maybe one up.
Back out. Back out to the front stretch.
Back to the front stretch.
I guess Woodhouse is going to be the one to push it.
I feel fucking bad, dude.
Well, for now, no, we get it down up to where it's closing off.
Too bad you didn't have a camera on that right rear.